If I was a soup, I'd be boiling water.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're basic.
You basic.
Dave would be a sweet potato chili.
Ooh.
That chili's not soup.
Ooh. No, I'm about this. There's a better answer than fucking water.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Riley, what soup are you?
I don't know what
Hey,
kind
we're
of soup
live.
I'd be.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, that's fine. I really like
Hey,
leek
Mike.
soup.
Leek. Ooh.
Yeah.
Who are we saying hi to?
I'm saying hello to Mike.
Oh, but
and
also
or yeah, shame.
Shame. I know his name.
If Mike was a soup, what kind of soup would he be?
A sandwich.
He'd be a flake.
Like a French onion soup.
Ooh, but French onion soup with like a lot of cheese in it.
Ew.
Actually, cheese is that's about right.
It'd be Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I like that in your world, the soup that everyone's supposed to be, no one is a soup.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, like it is a soup if you make it from the box and you put way too much milk and butter in it, so that it's like there's too much liquid in the mac and cheese.
I like it when I can drink my mac and cheese.
Yeah,
That's
at what point
disgusting.
does it become fondue?
It's just cheesy milk.
It's fine.
I hate this.
Milk
that note,
cheese
on
is
that
just milk.
Macaroni is soup. Welcome to our cheesy podcast, soupy
Yeah.
podcast. Something.
Yeah.
We'll talk about those hard-hitting questions.
Welcome
Dave.
to my soup podcast, Bottom of the Bowl.
That's actually a pretty good name. I don't hate it.
So today on Bottom of the Bowl,
I'm out of
Mike-
gnocchi.
I'm out of gnocchi. It was so good, and I'm very sad.
Yeah.
Dave, take the wheel.
Well, I'll take the wheel by saying who wants to do the recap.
I started it last time, so I'm not doing.
I'm nose goozing because I don't remember.
I kind of
Hey,
remember.
Riley, it's you.
Hi. Yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly. I know that both Yuli and Booger murdered the shit out of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
We made it into the facility.
Mm-hmm.
And we proceeded to hold the director, whatever he was, hostage.
Yep.
And we tore apart the place. Found some gold stash. We found some cooked books.
Oh,
Not soup, by the way, but
Yeah.
Not soup books, but like
Book soup.
book soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Book
want to be
soup.
book soup. Actually, I take back my original statement.
Yeah,
I
what is
mean, they did kind of dunk that guy's face in a bucket of like cold soup, right? Soapy water.
Toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
toilet water. No, wait, we didn't do that because I
No.
thought it would
Oh,
be-
you're right. It was just funny if we had.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to waterboard him, but I took a step back.
Right. He still lives. We let him go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we proceeded to get, a lot of information to take stuff down. I remember talking to the guy about good old dreaded Kurt, and found out that curse you, Kurt. Kurt.
If Kurt was a soup, what kind of soup would
Jesus.
No, that's a
He
good
would be-
question.
He'd be a very chunky, disgusting soup.
he be? Like way too much celery in it.
Because I do remember the good old flashback or whatever it was, the camera panning over to gross old chunky Kurt
Yeah.
Yeah.
making those
The
candy.
clam.
Yeah, with like a little extra sauce in them.
He's an extra saucy boy.
Yeah. And we made it back to, was it Hot and Cold? That one place.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember what I even called it. I don't think I ever wrote that down. I think I had to make it on the
The
spot.
old and cold.
Old and Cold. That's what it was.
Man, I'm so good at this game.
That is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was about it.
Yeah, you got. I think you got directions or information to the actual, like the manufacturing district.
Oh
right?
yeah,
like because
that's
you
right.
were in the warehouse and you kind of extorted one of the dudes there, but he didn't know a lot, and then he fled, and you let him get away. You know, it's one of the only NPCs you haven't killed.
Yeah, I was very surprised.
We didn't kill the lake lady, river lady.
That's true. You just ruined her life and stole her research, but you didn't kill her.
Yes.
That's fine.
She eventually died due to the inaction of us.
I mean, we don't know that.
You'll be able to go back and look. Okay. Yeah. So I think the episode picks up, and I don't want to gross people out too early, but yeah, it picks up right where it left off with Kurt, just this kind of formless mass of like bubbles and pustules, right? With like an inexplicable amount of arms and hands kind of reaching out from his gnarly mass. Most of them really incapable of doing anything, just like, you know, in some ways underdeveloped, in some ways just like not strong enough to do anything, as they kind of just desperately reach out and grab at anything around them, as his like couple main hands down below are like pulling on this like taffy or sponge sugar or some sort of concoction, and every now and then he's like putting it down and then getting a new one, or mixing something in, adding coloring, right, like dipping it into some of these vats underneath him. And then all the while the ring that is kind of like, you know, his finger has grown around it in both ways, just this like kind of open laughing skull, has generated all of these awful wounds and sores across his entire body that are just openly weeping into the candy. Happy Candy Day, everyone.
Yay!
Yeah, eat your chocolates.
That's right. You earned them, everyone.
Think of Kurt.
And think of Kurt. Yum. So yeah, we cut away from that gruesome, horrid scene on this, our spoopy, scary episode. And where do we return to the players? Because I think that we had just seen the whole lot of you just sort of sitting around, hanging out, having a good time at the old and cold, just getting a rest on. Like, who's damaged? Is anybody wounded?
Yeah, I'm damaged as hell.
I don't think I got hit at all.
I don't remember.
I took like several points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm like down to like 2 or 3.
It says my wounds is at 13, and I think that is my hull. So
Yes.
So you didn't take
I'm at
damage.
2.
You're at 2.
I'm
I'm at 11.
What? Out of 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be able to heal, I think it's toughness, after spending like a day of rest. So you can,
34.
Right, yeah, 3. Mm-hmm.
I'm funny.
Yeah, very funny. Very funny. Almost worked for you,
Okay.
too.
So I can heal up 3 more points, so I can go up to 5.
Yep. And that'll take, like, through the night and into, you know, like, midday the next day. Just sort of resting, recuperating, ordering some food, which the innkeeper, who I will look to see if I gave him a name, or if I did, if I wrote it down.
Charles.
I don't think it was Charles.
It could be Charles.
I mean, it could be.
Yes, and Dave.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've been playing this game too long to get taken by that shit. I don't think I gave him a name. Or if I did, I didn't write it. I have Oswald and his wife, that were like getting to a fight, and you tricked her into killing her husband. Maybe. I have Vrindle, who got you to the warehouse, and then the name of the guy who attacked you guys. I have the other guards you ran into, the guard friend you made when you lied on a report.
But not the nice old man
Yeah,
that
not
had
the
a
nice
discussion
old man.
with Yuli.
Right? What the fuck? What's wrong with me? I mean, on the plus side, we have it recorded, so at some point I'll go be able to look back. But anyway, for tonight, I've forgotten his name, so...
Old
It's
man.
Jerry.
It's not Jerry, damn it.
Old
It's
man
like,
Jenkins.
oh shit. Like on
Old man
Superstore,
Jenkins.
where he just puts on a random name tag, that way people don't know what his name is.
Right.
He doesn't want people getting too chummy with him.
Anyway, he'll bring you up some food.
Sweet.
Okay.
Does he bring me up some chicken noodle soup that's been laying out?
Ooh.
Yeah, is it soup day?
Is it soup day?
It is not soup day.
Darn.
Aww,
He just brings you up
damn
some
it.
sort of like sandwich. Some sort of
I asked for
gyro and bread.
I asked for extra dressing to make it a soup.
Ooh. I mean,
It's a ranch dressing gyro.
Yeah, I mean he'll get you some extra dressing or whatever, but
Condiments are free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said condiments are free.
that's terrible.
Is ranch dressing a condiment?
Did you guys have to do participation in government? Like before you graduated?
Yes.
I think it's a New York requirement, but
I had to do things.
yeah, so you have to volunteer for X amount of hours.
Oh, that's stupid.
For us, it was bring in like 30 cans of food.
Oh, okay. So mine was I had to volunteer. So my friend and I volunteered at the rescue mission, which was fine. It's first taste of like actually like having a real job and whatever. And there was a kid. So we were in Baldwinsville. This kid from Liverpool, and he was like, "Yo, like we were talking everything, and we were like terrible employees." And the lady managing us absolutely hated us. And we were like, "Hey, we want to go to lunch." And she's like, "Well, you need to understand. Normally, I wouldn't let everybody just take lunch at the same time. We need to stagger our shifts." And we were like, "Well, he's the only one with a car. And nobody brought food because we're fucking 17. Like, just let us go get food." So we went down to Wendy's because this is when I was high school, so I still ate meat. And the kid from Liverpool, he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't have a lot of money with me." I was like, "Well, we'll get you a sandwich or something." He was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So buy him a sandwich. She's like, "You want a drink?" He's like, "No, I'm all good." And he goes to the condiments and then grabs the ketchup packet and a bunch of napkins and stuff. He sits down and we put the food down, and so he grabs his burger, and then he has 14 half and halves in front of him, and then he sits there and opens every single one of them and then does the shot just again and again and again, and that was his drink. And he's like, "Oh, I do," because we were like, "We'll get you a drink, man. You don't have to do this." He's like, "No, I do this all the time." And we were like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Jeez.
I used to do that all the time as a kid, too. I'd take all the half and half shots, and my mom would have to take them away from me.
Yeah, that was where I was at, too. I was like, I need to save this kid from himself. This is really bad.
I need that sweet cream.
Ugh.
I made a half and half.
I think about him way too often. Anyway. Yeah. And so the Halloween scares begin. Yeah, pretty much. And now I will direct you to all these half and halves I brought. Okay. Do you want to is Yuli I can't get out of bed, I'm injured, right? Does he pull a Finn and not get out of bed for a few days to try and heal up more, or is the party we got to make a move on this Kurt guy before he gets ahead of us?
I think Yuli's just sleeping. He's eating his sandwich, but other than that, he's just fine. He's not rushing out saying we gotta go kill this man.
Mm-hmm.
He's just nah. I'm just gonna eat this sandwich.
Yeah.
Nice review on Yelp.
It's a good sandwich, Dave.
It's a damn good sandwich.
Sandwich.
I love this. Is this ranch dressing?
Yeah, they just invented it.
It's just a flat bread of ranch dressing.
Okay. Finn, Fiazza, what are you up to?
I'm planning. I'm thinking of all the ways I can murder Kurt.
Do you want to use some sort of skill to assist you? You want to go spend a little money, or ask a couple questions, or try and recruit somebody?
Oh, man. I think I would have sent Booger off to go try and recruit somebody.
Well, then he never came back, and now he's dead. The end.
Oh, okay, cool. But, yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I wanna try and find a professional that helps take care of things.
Ooh.
A professional?
Yeah.
We don't know Kurt's, like, in the situation he's in right now, right?
Well, you don't know he's made of evil and nonsense, but you know he's in town. You know he's working with the Sugarfoot to make the... Because not all of the candies are like this. It's You don't necessarily know what it is that's doing it, but you know Kurt's involved, yeah. Alright, fine. Don't be famous.
It's a very nice tale.
Yeah, he's a little asshole today. Which I get it, because like the doorbell is... I hate the doorbell too, and it's been ringing nonstop. There's a mini game happening right now for every person that comes and gets candy. I get to put another guard in the warehouse. So
another what in the warehouse?
Another guard in the warehouse.
Guard?
Mm-hmm.
How many doorbells are we on?
Actually, only 3, because like they're coming in like huge groups. So like, 15 kids showed up with one pile. Look there, he's
what's
down
a
there.
Guard?
A guard.
Yeah.
Like a person?
Yeah, Simon, don't ignore me. Simon. Yes.
Fiaz is probably looking through the book some more to see if there's any information on, like, where stuff's being housed, where money might be being housed.
Ooh, okay.
Or where all the cooked books are cooking.
Yeah, let's, oh my god, I love Mike's notes. That's great. Mike's notes are: 1 kid has a butt face, -20 to fellowship, iron skin +2 to armor, -10 to agility, and fed catfish warpstone candy. Those are the only things this campaign he's decided are worth recording.
Oh.
That's very good.
Seems about right. I think... for Fiazza... I think I want an intuition roll.
Just straight intuition?
Yeah, I'll give you a +10 because you got all of the... You've got the real books and the fake books to consult from.
Is it I or INT?
It's a skill and talent. You're looking at characteristics.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
But also intelligence is INT.
You said +10?
Yeah.
Boom.
I is initiative.
Whoa! Man!
Whoa!
I don't tell anybody about this.
Holy shit.
She hacker-manned into the book.
Literally, she's got both hands on the book. She's like, I'm in.
She's got
the heroes are coming across my eyes.
Somewhere another accountant across the town is just like, she's good, as he's flicking the abacus back and forth.
I do not tell anybody what I'm doing.
Okay. Holy shit. I mean,
Are we in the same room?
No.
That was great. I gotta figure out some options for you.
That's fine. You can leave it like I discovered something, but
Yeah. No. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say is on your character sheet somewhere where you can take notes.
Yep.
You are gonna get and I'm gonna steal this from a different game. It's called a clock. It's gonna be a 3-segment clock. We're stealing it from Blades in the Dark. This 3-segment clock represents you have like 3 uses of this ability before it's completely exhausted. And we're gonna basically write it down as like financial connection, like follow the money, some sort of like backroom dealing. Like, so if you ever need to entangle someone politically, right? As like, oh, I know you made like a contribution. I know you received a payout or a kickback. I know you know.
So I have information.
Yep, exactly. You have money, or you have discovered like this whole network from looking at these books and who's getting paid out and why. Yeah, you very clearly are able to get into a couple other like public records of the course of the next day or so, where Yuli is just eating sandwiches and being a flop. That you have like a pretty good picture of what's going on, at least in like the middle tier manufacturing in not Nuln, not Bogenhaven. What the fuck town are we in? I don't even remember. Altdorf. Jesus. Altdorf. Yeah. Yeah, you really have a lot of insight into what's happening here, and you can basically wrangle anyone at any time into this situation.
Is there a specific list of people that jump out?
For these purposes, I'm just going to say that anytime you want to be like, oh, they were involved in it, it happens.
Okay.
A thing happened.
The innkeeper's been
Deadsped is now
arrested
following
4
the Electric
times.
Dice podcast. Thank you, Deadsped.
Oh, yay! Spam those long
Deadsped.
boys.
Deadspin?
Was it Spin or Sped?
What?
Sped.
Yeah, Deadsped. Thanks, Deadsped. Yeah, so in this way it means that, like, at any time you can just be like, he sounds like he's fancy and important and might have money. I've got information on him, right? And then we'll develop his character a little more.
Okay. And you said I can do this how many times?
3.
3 times.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a year and a half from now on the other side of the world and be like, oh, their name was in that book.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah, just like the elixir in Final Fantasy. You're just like, I don't want to use it. Then I won't
Yeah.
have it.
But I wanna own it.
Mm-hmm.
So how many sandwiches do I eat?
Probably like 5.
Well, I
It
mean, how
took you
many...
5
This is
days
important.
to read a book?
You don't eat just one sandwich per day.
You
Those
ate
are
it
big
for
sandwiches.
breakfast, lunch,
Yeah,
and
all
dinner, and
he's
brunch,
feeding you is
and
sandwiches.
dinner.
No, so here's the thing. I'll eat a ranch dressing flatbread at lunch and dinner. I'm not eating a ranch dressing flatbread for breakfast. He'll have to toast the ranch dressing at the very least. And now I want to throw up.
Ghosted Ranch.
It's a creme brulee. You just lit a match over this ranch dressing, sir.
Gross.
You just cracked.
You just lit it on fire.
Hey, somebody in 15 minutes remind me I have to go unlock the front door. Jenny will be mad at me when she gets home.
Oh,
I'm trusting all of you, because I'll forget.
oh no.
In 15 minutes, it will be 9:05.
Alright, we'll see. So, you got your 3-segment clock. Finn, you wanted to do... So what exactly is it you want to learn? You want to learn, like, a secret way into the warehouse? Do you want to learn what Kurt has been doing or where he's been staying? Do you want to, like, get in on a shipment? Like, somebody will smuggle you in a barrel and then push you down the river, and then some weird human will pour fish over the top of you?
I like that one. That one's good. No, I mean, well, definitely figuring out exactly where he is would be a good step, a good first step.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like what he's been doing, because I do know that he's like the lead maker, but
Yeah. Do you have any kind of social role that will help you kind of garner this information? Because you have right now about I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice like crazy. You have about 2 days to play with, like poking around on the streets and figuring what the fuck's going on out here.
I mean, most of my social roles involve like gambling, entertaining, and charming.
I mean, charming is great, and gambling's a good way to get people talking. You wanna roll
It's
down
true.
bones?
Yeah, which bones? The charm bone?
Whichever you prefer.
Well, let's see what my score is for charm.
Mm-hmm.
And what's my gamble?
We all know how charming Finn is.
It's very charming. I'll go with charm.
Okay, let's do it.
Boop. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. It's not a crit fail. It's just not successful. So, at the base level, no one seems to know who this guy is. Are you like dodging around the question a little bit, and you're just like, he probably hasn't come through in a while. He owes me some money. Like, play it down, or are you like, no, his name's Kurt, and he's a jerk.
Swear to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's part of the
Just like-
Schottenheimers. Right?
How do you not know? Yeah, I'd probably just be like letting my anger get the best of me, which is putting people off.
Oops. Okay. Sure. That makes sense. Go ahead and just roll me a d6 real quick as well.
D6, okay. Oh, god damn it. Forgot to put a spice.
Okay. Yeah, I think that you just spend... We just get, like, a quick little vignette of... or, like, maybe more of a montage of you just, like, going into bars and then us seeing, like, you know, rowdy kind of people moving about the windows and everything, and then you kind of leaving them seemingly very quick after, right? But we just see that this is sort of... in fast forward as you're going into a bar, spending, like, an hour talking to some people, trying to get some information, maybe, you know, kind of milking a beer, and then just... it's not working, going on to the next one, sort of thing. We do that. Now I'm gonna roll the town just to see if it is paying any kind of attention to what y'all are doing.
What's this, Katamari Damacy?
What?
You can roll towns?
What?
I'm here for obscure references that only Ian can make or understand.
Yeah, it seems like that. So was that a magic reference, or?
I understand.
No.
Katamari is a video game.
What's a video game?
It's a game that you play, but there's a video accompanying it.
Oh, that makes sense. I understand. Oh, look
Yeah.
at Ian. I'm so smart. I can't be mad. He paid to sub to the channel. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I mean, so not a great role. I think that there's probably some questions about, like, who this Kurt guy is and what's going on, right? Most of, like, the bookies and the loan sharks kind of keep tabs on who owes who money, right? So you probably, like, accidentally built this expectation of, like, yo, as soon as we find this guy Kurt, snatch him up quick, because we can either beat him up and take his money, or we can sell him to this guy Finn who thinks he owes him some money. Either way, this is what we want to be doing. But yeah, it seems no one has seen him or found him, which is probably pretty depressing. So I'm in fact gonna... Zach, go ahead and get another 3 HP back.
Sick!
Yeah. And then I think, you know, whether or not we come in with the party having, like, a team meeting, so to speak, right? Like, everyone's back in the old and cold, you know, down, like, out of their rooms, like, in the actual bar itself, right? Just kind of having a drink, and we get that slow sort of, like, panning established shot where it's like, oh, something exciting is going to happen next. What's going to happen now?
I'm assuming we're planning out how we're going to take down Kurt, right?
I mean, that would make sense at this point. You guys came all this way for two reasons. One, to take Kurt out, and two, Booger has some vengeance he wants to bring down upon a noble that scorned him. But yeah, Booger hasn't come back from researching Kurt. He might be dead.
He was sleeping outside in the trash, so I'm not too worried.
He might have been picked up with trash pickup.
Yeah, he like accidentally got picked up in the dumpster.
Did we figure out which warehouse we presume Kurt is?
Yeah, so there's not like sprawling massive amounts of warehouses that are owned by Sugarfoot or anything, but there's definitely more than one too, so you've got it narrowed down to an area. Finn's research would have been to kind of be like, specifically where is he, what's he doing, and also like where does he stay, right? Because you would all assume he goes into work and then leaves work at some point and then does a thing and then goes to sleep somewhere. In fact, he is just a tortured eldritch monstrosity that can no longer leave the building lest he be killed and burned at the stake for being some sort of awful mutant.
I'm pretty sure he's a company man. You know, he's just doing his 9 to 5. So Finn, you've been searching the area. Where do we start?
I got nothing. These people are useless in this town. They know nothing.
We know that it will be around this side of town. And I'm like gesturing in a wide circle on a map.
Yeah. I mean, I don't...
This area over
Yeah.
here.
I don't
Altdorf.
I don't know how I feel about us just knocking on every warehouse, considering how that last one went.
It went well. Remember?
Did it though?
I think so.
You got picked up by guards.
Yeah, but I'm fine now. I'm quite all right. Let's just start working. I would love to find this person. That way we can be completed with this quest and I can go back home and continue my studies.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I'm indebted to you, Finn, and to your friends. Well, I'm not. I'm indebted to the man that's paying you. But
No, that's fine. You can totally be indebted to me. I'll accept it.
no, I'm quite. Believe that's actually the opposite, because I think I did all the hard work last night.
Eating sandwiches?
Several nights ago. It's been a rough couple of days.
I'm sure it has, and I've had a rough couple of weeks. My gosh dang walking stick is broken because of this goddamn Kurt.
I mean, you can get another walking stick.
These legs don't come cheap.
I mean, we can get you one if that's what you want to do.
I'd rather not be taking some legs.
Old man. And Yuli starts walking off to Jerry.
Yeah.
To ask if he knows where a walking stick is.
Right, man whose name is not Jerry. He definitely answers.
Yeah, he just has the name tag and Jerry on today.
Right.
He is Jerry today.
He is Jerry today. Yeah, he doesn't have anything here, but he can definitely hook you up with something. But he kind of looks at you and he looks at Finn. He's like, I know we, had to make an agreement about the staying here and, got you a good rate. I can get something for you while I'm out. I got to pick up supplies, but I'm gonna need a little. How much you looking to spend?
Finn?
I mean, I was talking about my legs. You can buy me a new leg?
You said walking stick.
Yeah, that's my name for my legs. I got a nice pimp cane right here as I tap it on the ground.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah, he definitely looks at you and kind of narrows his eyes like, can't do much about a leg, but if you really are sick, I'll call the barber surgeon.
Barber surgeon.
The barber surgeon? What's that?
The medical professional.
You get your hair cut while you're cut open?
Yeah, just the guy that'll check you out. Take care of you. Bleed you if you need.
That sounds awful.
Well,
I'm good.
They got training. All the book learning.
Those money books.
So
Fiaz is like, what? No, I don't know anything about money books.
What?
Actually, what happened to those books that we took?
Yeah, wait a minute.
They're upstairs.
Did they have anything to lead us to Kurt?
I mean, they were clearly just like doubles of the books for money laundering, but I didn't see any locations in there.
Well, can we see them? I'd like to take a look through them.
Sure. Because Fiazza believes no one's going to be as smart as her and find them.
I also can't read, so I'm just pretending.
Right, like, so Yuli's holding them, looking at them, and Finn's looking directly there. He's like, oh yeah, I like that part right there, and he's just pointing at the middle of the book, just literally the spine.
Is there anything in the books that, like, points us specifically to, like, one thing or another? That's what Yuli's looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you can pretty quickly kind of just parse out, like, what passes for payroll and everything. So if you want to go ahead and roll... I wish there was, like, a use library or skill or something. Like, the only thing I can see that, like, really fits in my head is just,
Charm animal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, intuition is the best I can see. Like, the books are obfuscated in many different ways. It's probably some sort of advanced skill that we just don't have squared away.
Yeah.
But
reading.
Well, you have. Yeah, we decided you could read. Okay.
Fuck! I can't read.
No, you can, but like this payroll isn't to break down specific salaries. It's just like we pay X for X amount of people, right? And
you're not good at math,
right? Maybe it's just broken down into like, salaries of guards, transportation, overhead, security, etc., etc.
Okay.
But no clear locations.
No, I mean, again, you he's got, like, a main manufacturing warehouse with a couple, like, smaller buildings alongside it, and then probably one more separate from that. Logically, you'd go for the largest one. The main one.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah, you do know where that is.
Alright, sick. Let's do it. I mean, let's go here. And he taps the book.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I read out the location for Finn.
Right.
I knew that.
Let's check on it during the day and see what happens.
So kind of like walk by and try not bring attention to ourselves, and then maybe go back after dark.
Yes. And we'll burn this one down too.
No.
Gotta make sure Kurt's inside first before we burn any buildings down.
Well, if we go back at night, he's probably left for the evening.
That's true.
I believe he's a 7 to 4.
Is that what that book says?
Not at all. Okay, hold on one sec. I gotta lock the door. I'm gonna get a refill on water too, and then we will cut to you guys poking around the layout. I know I'm all disappointed. I had to remember myself.
Everyone failed.
Proud of you.
Everyone
we are
failed.
a minute late by my computer. It says 9:06.
It says 9:07.
Yeah.
Alright, now that he's gone, this is what I'm thinking, okay? We find the HR person at this warehouse.
Yeah.
That way we can investigate the payroll. And then we murder them.
So, or we could get one of us to go like we're applying for a job, and while HR is being like busybodied by that individual, we poke around in the building and look for information.
In all actuality, like, I do kind of like that idea.
Yeah.
Also,
Dave, we figured out what we're doing.
Huh?
So one of us are going to go into the warehouse during the day, applying for a job, speaking to HR, and then the other two that aren't applying are going to sneak by and poke around the warehouse.
Ye old HR, I love it.
Wait, Booger's not here. He's the only one that can go to HR. Because it's human resources.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
It would make sense that maybe a hobbit's looking for a warehouse job, and it's not going to be me because I'm noble. I think
I would never do this plebeian work of
I
candy
think
making.
that leaves our charming, fearless Captain Finn over here.
I mean, if I must take one for the team, they'll probably hire me right on the spot, but I'll do my best to stall them.
Try and figure out how extensive their dental plan is.
That's true. A good dental plan is very important.
Especially for a candy company.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's
do this.
come and knock on their door.
Mr. Roper. Okay, sure. You go to the manufacturing district, which during the day is not quite as weird. People don't give you quite as many looks. And sure enough, you make it, Sugarfoot sign hanging out front, right? This big wooden painted red sign kind of just swinging in the breeze. And you can hear, like, not like the hum or anything of machinery, but just like the sound of many people inside doing work.
Before we knock or anything, I'm gonna tear a blank page out of, or not as filled page out of one of the books, the not cooked book, and just write help wanted on it, so Finn can use that as part of his cover story of, like, I saw the sign outside that I don't know what it says.
I found this that just says help.
Yeah, this says help.
I know what help means. Let me help.
Right, yeah. He just walks in, pin, says, I would like a job.
Yeah. It's like when a kid has a note pinned to their shirt.
It's with his lunch money in the envelope.
Oh, it's so good. Okay.
Ahem. Money, please.
Money, please. Are you all going in, or is it just,
Yes.
Okay.
We're part of a work-study program.
God, this is ridiculous. All right. So you kind of go in, The floor opens up kind of immediately, right? There's two real big, impressive, like, double, like, wooden barn doors. So I kind of just, like, roll away so you can, like, get a lot of stuff in and out. To your right is, like, kind of what passes for, like, the front desk and the reception, right? They kind of have, 3 walls kind of blocked out and then just, like, a low kind of guardrail gate blocking it. So, like, they can see out onto the floor. But there's, like, a very clear divide. And someone kind of pokes their head, like, around the corner and looking at you. And then as you look down in, because it's recessed maybe, like, 7 to 12 feet. And then you can see, like, down at the end, there's people, like, packaging everything one by one. On the left side, you have, like, a lot of raw materials, including, like, the vats and the boilers, right? So there's just these massive, like, tanks of sugar that are just going at all times. And, like, these big kind of burly dudes kind of spinning all around in there and mixing stuff up and everything, right? Like, Who Can Mix the Sunshine is playing in the background.
I was gonna say, are they jacked Oompa Loompas?
Yeah, they absolutely are.
They're tanned because of the heat from the vat.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like on the far right side, so you're kind of up, like up a floor or anything, but you're kind of up above looking down in on like 2/3 of the manufacturing like warehouse on this side, and then kind of all up along the railing with a couple more like ladders and rails and stuff is like dry material storage, like finished product. So like, and like a little bit of a sampling area and stuff.
Ooh, I want to go to the sampling area.
Same.
Right, so you're just like, we belong here, and somebody's like, up, 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 up. Are you making a delivery? Are you looking to buy? We don't wholesale out of here.
I go up to them with like my little note, and I'm like, I'm here about the job application. Oh boy, am I passionate about food and chocolates and candies, and I'm here to get the job done. With my small stature,
yeah, right. He looks down as you say that. He's like, "Oh my word!" And okay, so you're all looking for jobs. I don't think we had a placement for 3 positions.
Oh, it was just the one.
No, it's just this one. We're with the work study grant group
of Altdorf.
Of Altdorf.
All right, you're gonna have to find me some sort of fabrication test.
Okay.
Lie, bluff, charm.
Let's go with. I have good charm.
What's your charm?
My charm is 43.
Fuck, mine's 44. All right.
Do we both roll? Or just one of us?
I'm good with both of you rolling.
Okay.
Because
one of us will catch the other.
Yeah, I would say one of you has to beat. Right. So I got 29, 39, 49.
Leading.
So I got 3 levels of success versus the 1 that you guys have. Because I'm not aware of anything scheduled. Come sit with me for a minute. Let me see if I can sort this all out. And then you. What's your name?
Oh, me?
Yes,
my name's
Excitable.
Mr. Starbucks.
Mr. Starbucks. I'm not familiar with that surname. Do you have any sort of experience? This is an entry-level position. It takes roughly 12 years of practical application to work in our candy.
Oh, wow. I do have a lot of experience. My family was very good with food and candies, and my mother was the best pastry chef ever. We'd always make the best sticky buns. And, when my mom would drop stuff, I have these tiny hands. I was great at fishing out leftover remnants from little nooks and crannies. Very useful, sir.
It's like, and we would never do that in case there's a random inspector here today. We would never fish out any. Yes, I understand.
Boom. We're with OSHA. You're
medieval OSHA.
Our way in there.
Yeah,
we need to examine your warehouse and see if it's up to code.
Yeah, exactly. You just stumbled into the best bluff possible. Yeah. Okay.
Is that man registered to operate that horse-drawn pulley?
He's not a horse.
It's a horse with a forklift in its mouth. Just like the forks.
That's good.
It's just a fork.
Yeah, it's just one fork.
Right. Yes, okay, Mr. Starbuck, then, yes. Go, take... Do you have shoes on, Finn?
Do
Tap
I have
shoes.
Oh, yeah, I do. I have tap shoes.
Good, yes, okay. Go down the stairs, take a left, go over near those boilers over there and ask for Peter. And he will decide if you'll be working here, or perhaps if there's something else a little more suited to your skills than Mr. Bucks. Okay, now please, the two of you, come in here. We need to decide what it is that is happening. There was no tour scheduled today, so I might be able to get something on the books, and I can send you away with a couple sweets if you're interested, but yes.
Let me explain what we're doing here. We are with the humanitarian relocation of otherwise dislocated folk.
Right, and he's just kind of ushering you through the little gate, and like the camera's just lingering. He's like, "Oh my god, they don't get paid enough for this."
I'm sure you've heard about the fires to the north.
I've heard of the war to the north.
Yes, well, war causes fires, right? And several hobbit holes have been lit on fire, and those people have had to come south for refuge.
Fiaz is just like nodding along. Like,
Just
yep.
I am a noble. I'm very important, but also I have no home.
I'm helping fund this, but also a part of this program.
Right.
We are trying to find suitable work relocation places so that we can usher those hobbitans into town and they can still earn a wage instead of being beggars on the streets.
Ah, yes. Well, we have certainly enough beggars, don't we? What kind of literature do you have, my elfin friend? How can I be of assistance? We are equal opportunity employers. Of course, we will help these poor, decrepit hobbits with no home.
So, Fiaz is going to cut in. It's like, oh, we don't actually use literature because we feel it's harmful to our environment. There's already enough fires. And also we understand there's a large portion of our town that unfortunately is not skilled in reading.
Yes, you're being ableist.
Right.
Damn.
How dare you? Deeply offended.
Roll to offend.
Yeah. I don't consider myself an anythingist.
Roll psychic damage.
But our first trip in here is to take a look at your warehouse, see if it would be suitable for our contract, and then we would love to draft up a
Yes, I understand. Yes. We'll
Wait.
okay.
I couldn't think of the word.
Many of the hobbits relocating, like, they don't understand these forms and what a living wage actually means. So, like, we're doing this to help you as well. And then I wink, knowingly.
Yeah. Right, and so, go ahead and roll me a charm test. You're gonna get a +10 right now.
Yeah.
Because you're managing to talk... Right now he's like, okay, so maybe we're getting some free labor out of this? I'm not quite sure what these people are planning.
But... Okay, I don't do well, but Yuli does.
Sure, yeah, I mean, he's not, like, losing his mind or anything, but he's, like, he's starting to get a feel for it. He's like, you know, I think I'm beginning to understand. So basically what you're saying is you have some people that are in a real tough situation, and that if you could just find someone to give them a break, I know that they would be more than willing to make up the difference and kind of go the distance, so to speak.
Tax write-off.
So grateful, so hardworking.
Yes, of course. Well, clearly this is trusted as I am in the organization, and as much reach I have, unfortunately, I will have to talk to Mr. Foot.
Mr. Foot?
Yes, that's right. The owner and proprietor. Our namesake, of course. And he points. And so, on the outside, there's a wooden sign, right, that has the Sugar Foot, right? It's just this red painted, like, it's very similar to, like, the Barefoot logo, right? On this side, you can see it's just, like, this character of a man, and he's got his foot up to the wall, right? But it's cut off, kind of, like, at the ankle. It's just this, like, weird wooden effigy just kind of built into the building. And he just kind of like looks up, like, yes, Mr. Foot.
It was a very nice sculpture.
Oh god, that didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Oh wow.
What? Oh, is that the Barefoot logo?
Fancy blue feet, foot
Oh,
pops, 100 count.
Barefoot?
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, those are good.
Speaking of, that's what I'm chugging right now.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's just red and not quite as detailed.
Yeah.
Oh, is Mr. Foot here today?
Is the foot in?
No, not so much. Thankfully, Sugarfoot is mostly, and I want you both to roll a perception, because he starts to say a word and then he changes it really quick, but I want to know if that you are able to pick it out.
Ugh.
Okay.
I roll one critical
Jesus!
He says something and stumbles and like recovers, and he like starts repeating himself. Yeah, actually, Mr. Foot is and that is why everything is now squared away, and we will. Yes.
Well, we would love to just take a tour of your facilities, and then we can come back and discuss with Mr. Foot.
I think I can get a tour squared away, yes. However, you'll have to wait here for a little while. I have to find someone who's free, or it may have to happen and kind of as the shift is winding down. And then we pan away, and we catch up with Finn, who maybe is going to meet Peter, or maybe is doing whatever the hell he damn well pleases.
Well, how much of the conversation that they had did I catch? Was it like pretty much none of it?
Yeah, I mean, you very quickly you were lost. You got the idea that they were trying to like rehome some halflings, and that was about the end of it.
Alright. Well, is there anything interesting other than going left and going towards the boilers?
Well, I mean, if you go right and back up those stairs on the other side, all of the candy's over there. So that part's cool.
I don't want candy.
And then if you go straight left and kind of hug this wall, habitats for happiness. If you hug the wall, you hit the boilers. If you kind of go like 8-9 o'clock from this direction, you hit like the raw materials like to be processed. If you go kind of straight, like 11 noonish, you'll hit like where they're packaging. And then if you go like 3 o'clock, it's finished product that's like getting ready to be transported to the warehouse.
Okay. No, I don't care about the candy.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I think you kind of hit the ground floor. There's like a few people, not like, dozens even, like 3 or 4 people kind of to every position, kind of moving and shaking. So when you kind of hit the ground floor, so one of the guys working the boilers and like moving the paddle all around kind of just looks at you. He's like, hey!
Oh, hello. My name's Mr. Starbucks. I'm here about a job.
And he just like gives you one, and he's getting back to what he's doing, right? And then the other guy that's like on the next boiler just like looks at you and looks at him and just starts laughing loudly.
Okay, that was cool. Who do I talk to?
Right, and he's like still like stirring and everything, and then like somebody like with the rope winch, right, like brings over like 100-pound bag of sugar, and they just like stab it open, and everything just kind of like spills into the boiler as they start like stirring it again. And then there's probably some small kid down at the bottom whose like job it is to just keep fueling the fire underneath. So this tiny scrawny looking thing just like constantly shoving wood and raking coals and just being sad and burned.
Oh no.
And I wonder what job Finn's gonna have.
That's fine. Dude, do I just start working? Is that what happens? Is this what jobs are like?
Is this what a job is?
Where's my onboarding?
Life.
Where's my video to teach me how to make Krabby Patties?
Where's the 8 videos on harassment claim?
It's just a montage of everything Finn's ever done and going, oh, that wasn't cool, I guess.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh my god, I belong here. Yeah, what do you do, man?
Oh man, I don't know. If it's just the guys in the boiler and a small child
Yeah,
shoveling
yeah.
coals.
And now both the one guy's still like laughing, and he's like basically given up. His like the stirring stick thing is just like slowly kind of spinning around because like he had some momentum and he left it, and he's just like and he's pointing the other guy like every now and then he's stirring and he's like right waving for you to come over and looking frustrated at you.
All right, I'll go over.
It's like, come on, man! If you want to work here, you got to go faster than that.
I'm hired.
Well, then they send you down here to start work.
Did they? I don't know. There was like this onboarding process. I don't know what's going on. I'm with the work study grant group of Altdorf.
No, man, I don't care about that. I'm Peter. That's Goebel, and down there, call him Wolf, but you know, who cares? He's spinning. He's like, go down there. He'll show you what to do. He's just stirring.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, you got anything like nice? Anything you care about?
Just gestures to everything he's wearing.
Yeah, like myself.
Yeah, he's like, well, don't get burned. And he just goes back to stir.
Okay. All right. I guess I go down there to see like, was it just the one kid?
Mm-hmm. Right, and he's immediately like, oh, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
They've been making me do both of these. Oh man, it's hard work. And he's just like pouring in sweat, covered, you know, in like shiny burns and like just ash.
Yeah. I bet it is. Must be tiring.
Okay, so come on here. So I'm gonna be in charge for a while. You gotta grab all this tinder.
Yeah. You should probably do that first, kind of, so I can see how it's done.
No, come on, man. Time is money. Don't worry, Peter. I got him. And Peter's not responding.
Definitely a visual learner here.
It's like, come on, man. Grab the wood. Let's go.
I grab like a single piece.
He's like, you're gonna learn quick. And he like grabs 2 or 3. He's like, okay, come on, I'm gonna show you. And then like he just starts crawling underneath like, you know, these big tin boilers, these vats of sugar and shit they have going.
Okay. I throw it. I'm not crawling.
Wait, by sugar and shit, you don't mean that literally, right?
Anyway, he's like, come on, you gotta get out of here. It gets real hot, so you gotta go quick, and that's why you bring a couple at once. And he, like, you know, goes further in. And you can just hear, like, the scuffling, and he's, like, dragging wood alongside him, and everything. And he's like, ah!
I kind of look through to see if I can just throw it really hard down there.
Yeah, I mean, like, so basically you figure if you had to get into, like, an old-timey oven, right? Like, imagine, like, a gas oven, which I guess isn't that old. Right? So if you had, like, the kettle, right? And then the grill on top of it, the kettle on top of that, and you're underneath, crawling in between all of that, feeding fires, right? Over these, like, kind of loose, like, you know, brick floors. And he's, like, constantly turning over the coals and, like, raking them and, like, just keeping it stocked with wood.
Alright, yeah, I'm not getting in that. I drop a piece of wood and I sneak away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where you think you're going, because to get out of here, you have to cross Peter and,
oh, God.
Peter and Arnulf? What the fuck was his name?
It was like
Goebel.
with a...
Yep, Goebel.
Goebel.
Yeah.
Gobble.
Peter and Goebel.
Can I sabotage the little thing that he crawled into?
What?
Oh my god!
Can I lock him in?
Yeah, define sabotage. Like, block him for a little while, kill him.
Yeah, like, block... No, I want to, like, block him in, or just something to kind of, like, cause an emergency situation.
Oh my god. I mean, you understand the basics of fire because you are alive, so, like, you can kick up a bunch of ash and dust, you can, like, throw a bunch of wood and kind of, like, yeah, block him in between, and... Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be hard. This is... I can't stress this enough for those of you playing and those of you watching in chat. This is extremely unsafe. This is a very unsafe environment. They have bullied a small child into climbing underneath, like, 70 gallons of like molten sugar, and
this will be a murder.
Yeah, right. Like you are going to kill a child.
I just want to create an emergency situation. So
Right,
yes,
which will immediately get out of hand and then result in the murder of a small child. But, like...
I mean, I don't know that right now. It's fine.
Finn just doesn't want to do work.
That is very true. This might be the penultimate, like, Finn just doesn't want to do any work.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Would you kill a kid?
I'd walk in. I'd murder a kid.
Yeah, I mean, so tell me kind of specifically what you want to do. These are the things you have at your disposal. There is a tap on the bottom of the sugar vats here that you could reach up and open, right? There's a lot of wood. There's the container they use to lift like the wood up and down that you could try fucking with, or you could just stack a lot of wood next to where he went into, and like, I mean, he'll be able to move it because it's not very big, but you could like create a wall of fire there so he'd like get scared and nervous.
There's so much wood.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, like I want to do that whole wood thing because he likes to collect like a bunch of wood, so it seems pretty probable that he'd leave like a bunch of wood kind of by there, so you could just grab it real quick. And I kind of want to like set it on fire. I don't know, is there a way if I just open the tap that molten like sugar would kind of catch that wood?
What?
Yeah, I mean, the wood doesn't need much help to ready to be burned. Like,
all right,
it's been dried for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up the wood, and then I don't know if it's pretty much set up to where it would spill towards the wood. Is it kind of
what?
Like the molten sugar or whatever the
yeah,
the
I mean, to my perspective, they're kind of separate because this hasn't boiled down a lot. So it's like you could flood down here, or you could burn it, or you could just like try fucking with the mechanism that raises and lowers the wood shipment. So, you know, at some point in the near future when they go to give it a reload, it breaks or something. Those are like to me the 3 obvious ways you could damage this situation.
All right, no, just set it all on fire.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
fine.
So you just start stacking wood really quickly. So he's like, what is your name? Are you coming in? We gotta stack a lot of wood. And you're just like, right? Just, and smoke is billowing everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. And Peter and Goebel are like, Wolf, come on. What are you doing? And he's like, he's just making god-awful sounds. What are you doing?
Yeah. All right. The wood's on fire now, right? Everything's burning.
You've definitely started a lot of extra fire, but I mean, he's still yelling, and no one really knows what's going on quite yet.
All right. No, I'm gonna run up there panicked and just be like, "There's a fire! A spark! Just he piled a bunch of wood next to the thing. It's burning!" I'm just panicking towards the 2 guys that are stirring.
Oh, all right, let's see what we got here.
So it's their fault if he dies now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a perform.
All right. Where are you? Perform. Get over here.
It's right next to morality.
Oh wow!
Just slightly lower.
Aw.
Okay. Yeah, they're like, well, of course there's fire. What are you talking about? Wolf, come on! And he's like,
no, you don't understand. Danger! Is there like? I'm looking for an emergency, like, in case break glass thing.
Yeah, you're like 130 years too early.
There's an emergency kid.
Right. Let's see. Roll. Yeah, they don't seem to be concerned yet. And, like, Wolf is definitely down there, like, dying of smoke inhalation right now. And, like, there's definitely a lot more smoke than usual. And they're like, Wolf, what the heck happened? This guy said, come on, man, get down there. Help him out. What are you doing? You're terrible at this job. You're not going to get paid.
Everything's on fire! I'm too tiny!
All right, go ahead and roll one more perform. I'll give you a +10. You're sticking to your story at the very least.
Roll modifier. Do I have to do the actual plus? I think I do.
When you click the macro, it'll give you an option. Ooh, excuse me.
Yay.
Oh, man. Right, so I think at that moment, right, like, you had stacked so much wood, it's been smoking, it finally catches, and the flames start licking the side of the thing, like, much higher than normal. And they're like, oh my god, wolf, right? And Peter, like, jumps down into, like, the pit, ashes everywhere, not that you can tell because there's smoke everywhere. And Goebel, the other guy, is like, come on, man, get down there, help him! And he's like, ah, we got a problem! Right, and they're just yelling, and then the packaging guys are like, oh, there's a problem! Right, and just people everywhere. So we cut back, because you, Fiaza and Yuli, you were getting some progress with this guy, making him think that you can get him some cheap labor here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was going to give us a tour.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Is everyone screaming in the building?
Right. I think he's like, okay, it's going to be a minute. But we'll get you squared away so you can actually see some of the operations. I might have to take you over just to the sampling area real quick. And he stands up and he looks, and that's like right before the fight. He was like, that's a lot of smoke down there. And then, you know, Peter's like, hey, we got a problem! And jumps in, right? And he's like, ah, there's a problem! Stay right here! I don't know what's happening! And he, like, runs to the other end of his little, bullpen here, and, like, starts knocking on the door, like, into the actual administrator's office. He's like, excuse me, sir, I'm very sorry, but there's a lot of smoke, and then, Fiaza and Yuli, what are you up to?
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I imagine the plan is, as soon as he's distracted enough, we leave to further inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're just rushing out the same way?
Same way that he went?
No, like you like the same way that Finn is gone.
Yeah, it's like there's a distraction. We're gonna use that to like get as far into the building as we can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so you jump up and run out. Finn, where are you making your break to? Because like you're still up by the boilers, but you're out of like that pit, right? Peter jumped down into it, and Goebel or Gobble, whatever the fuck I just named him, Goebel, is just sort of yelling in general.
I mean, you said there was only one way to leave, so I'm going that way.
What do you mean? Only one way to leave?
Well, you said I had to like go past the way of what was it, Peter and Goebel's line of sight.
Yeah, because
was it the way that I came from, or is there deeper?
Right. So they're at the top of the boilers, and you were working underneath them. So there was a stairway that took you past them. You came up that. Peter jumped down past you. Goebel's still there, as he's kind of like yelling. A bunch of people are running this way. But if you're like, yeah, I slip away because I'm sneaky, like you have a chance to do that right now. But I'm just wondering where you're going, because when you guys kind of got in the area, you could see pretty much everything. Where are you going in this building? It's pretty big and open.
I mean, what was our original plan? We were trying to just get to what, the administrator's office?
HR.
Yeah, HR.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you want to go where he's talking right now, then.
Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna slip away to. Okay,
so Finn's coming up the stairwell as the guy who's been hosting you. His name is Lachlan. And what's that?
Lachlan?
Lachlan, yeah. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Sounds right to me.
He runs by with some, not like the same accountant that you ran into before, but like a man of this exact same stock and cut, you know what I mean? Just like a mindless factotum, basically.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can find the image I'm looking for. course, I can't find what I'm looking for.
It's pouring again. Let me go make sure I shut my window.
Yeah.
Wait. Will it ever stop raining?
No.
Nope.
No.
Ugh.
Oh,
Is he just like just another
That's reasonable. That's a fine clip. There's a mindless factotum.
Got it. Yep. I understand that 100%.
Yeah, so they just run past you. Finn, go ahead and roll me some sort of stealth. You'll get a plus 20 because there's a lot going on here.
Alright.
But like, you are all weird and you're here today, and sooner rather than later they are gonna think of you.
Alright. 0 plus 20, get out of here. Wow, okay.
Wow. You're really bad at sneaking.
I'm really bad at just rolling in this game in general.
That's fine, it happens. Okay, yep. I just wanted some context. So, on the plus side, Fiaza and Yuli, you're already there. So he opened the door, and as luck would have it, because I am playing with Yes and, just not for everything under the sun, the door, which was pulled closed, just happens to stick a little bit. It does that thing with the latch where it like almost goes, but then it presses and kind of comes, swings open a little, just a little.
Yeah. So we can leave the room we're in?
You can, yeah, so the room you're in is really just kind of like a slightly sectioned off, like seating area, like a bit of a reception, but it's like you can see clear into it. But there is a door that's shut that this dude came out of, that is, a closed office, and seems to be like the only thing separate from the rest of the building. So this might be what you're looking for.
I'm
gonna go in.
Yeah.
Gonna go in and shut and lock the door behind us.
Oh, that's perfect. So you go in, shut the door, as Finn kind of hits the top level, and he turns and looks, and he's like, they were just here!
Oh no!
Right. So what are you guys looking for in here?
What's it look like inside?
Yeah.
There's like frosted glass, which is pretty nice, right? With like a thin little run at the top, like so if you were standing all the way up, you could like pull the like the half blinds and kind of peek out on the workers and see just what exactly everyone's doing. There's a desk. There's probably a couple like cabinets as well as whatever passes for like filing systems. Then as well as just like a lot of like loose sheets of paper that appear to just be orders, right? Like he's just like keeping things organized. This is going to this way. This is going to this way.
Gonna search the desk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna search the cabinets while she's searching the desk.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Anything that looks like it's trying to be hidden.
I'm looking for Kurt's name.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me perception, investigation, some sort of search.
It's probably perception or intuition.
Yeah, I don't think intuition's going to be this one. I think perception sounds pretty good.
Do I get a modifier? Because
Wow.
actually, I'm going to keep that. I don't care.
Can I have a modifier?
I want to crit success.
Yeah, you both did well. So Fiaza, I think that you find just a couple of like nice and unused like fountain pens, as well as like a lot of nice ink and some quality parchment and sealing wax. So you can just kind of swipe all that stuff if you want to like. This will go a long way towards a forgery kit if you ever wanted one.
I'm gonna keep it all.
Yeah, bloop bloop bloop. Right, grabbing shit up.
Just stuff everything in my pockets.
Yeah, Yuli, you actually have a lot of luck because you're kind of going through cabinets and drawers and everything. They don't keep a lot of like meticulous records, but you see, what would have been maybe about 2 months ago, you see Kurt's name on basically like a new hire roster, right? And he was hired to be like a boiler guy, like the stirring and the spinning of the sugar and everything. And then underneath it, there's just like a like strike one, strike two kind of thing, and then the record just like stops very abruptly about a week and a half after his hire date.
Does it have like any other like information, like a location or anything?
I mean, reading off of this, it would seem that he was working in this very space for, a little over a week, and then immediately, right, like, one of them is, like, got into a fight, and then the next one is came in sick and was coughing into the candy.
Ugh.
Okay. Oh, that's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I share that information with Fiazza.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
And I'm just like, Kurt is disgusting.
He's here at the very least.
That is true.
Or was here.
Was here. It just kind of stops with the information.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Finn, what are you doing?
I need to go somewhere.
Right, because you're, like, in the thing, and it seems like they've gotten the child out of underneath the boiler. He's like, that guy's dead. He's definitely talking about you.
Oh, jeez, I gotta go.
Where you go?
Is there anything else flammable?
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
you only said burn this place down.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty that's flammable, but I mean, there's also not like a million uncontrollable fires right now.
It's true. I don't know. I just light a little trash fire as I run away.
So you just light a quick fire in the office while you're here?
Yeah.
Throws a cigarette into a trash bin.
Draws a meanie face in the dirt.
Right. You can roll an outdoor survival if you want.
Alright.
Try and generate a quick fire.
Where the heck are you? Outdoor survival? Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you pull over and you smoke, right? So you've got like matches or something, or flint and steel, right? And you're just going and like nothing is catching. You're just like, you throw it all on the desk and you're trying to like, get it to light and stuff, and it's not working. And you can hear them coming up the stairs. Yeah.
I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running.
Okay.
Full speed.
All right, back inside the room. What's going on?
Is there anything else that stands out like in this room, or like it when we look through the windows?
Yeah, so I think you go over to the window and you look, and you can see people's heads kind of coming up the stairwell, and it looks like they're doing the one guy's walking backwards and one guy like they're carrying something or perhaps someone.
Okay. I'm gonna tap Piazza. Whoop. You can go.
I was gonna say, is there anywhere we could hide in here?
It's not very big. Like if you move a cabinet or something, maybe.
I'm gonna tap Fiaz on the shoulder and say, "It's time to go," and try and like get out the doorway before they make it all the way up the stairs.
Okay, go ahead and roll an initiative. Let's see if you're successful.
Okay.
Just him.
It was just the eye, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, my screen
Not
is
good.
blank. Oh,
You didn't-
That's because you're
God.
sad.
yeah, I went to the wrong. Did I pass?
I mean,
Oh,
you got
everyone's-
a 1, but he's got a 3.
Fuck. Yeah, but their building's on fire.
No.
They're distracted.
No. Are you
What?
rolling
so
Piazza?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure I was supposed to roll as well.
Yeah, you're part of it as well.
All right.
You could get out of there and leave Yuli to get grabbed. That's happened before.
My goal is it's just the eye, right?
Yeah, it's just the eye.
All right. I want to get out and then make sure I pull the door shut behind me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But-
So in fact, neither of you make it out as what was it, Lachlan? Lachlan comes up and he's like, I swear, I don't. And then the door is there, and right, you guys are at it, like.
I immediately start going, I was so scared. There was smoke everywhere, and I thought you told us to hide in here, and I don't know what's going on. And I saw a person, he would look terrified. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Lachlan, what kind of warehouse are you running here?
Right, and he looks at all of the desk that's a mess because someone was trying to light it on fire mere moments ago. And he's like, why have you raided my desk? Why are you in the back office? Why was there an inconvenient fire suddenly when you arrived, and your strange little friend is gone, who I heard tried to kill a child mere moments ago?
Did what?
You better stay in that office. I'm calling the guards. Peter, get the guards!
We didn't see him leave. Is he still down in the fire?
He never came up the stairs.
All right,
We were just hiding behind the door.
All right, I will give you one chance. One of you can roll a bluff-esque, a charm or bluff skill. You have to pick who's rolling it. And Finn, I want to know where you are. Did you leave the entire room and get the hell out of here? Or are you lurking somewhere nearby?
I mean, it depends on how far I got.
Well,
So
they
I
didn't
was-
catch you. They just caught your party.
Yeah,
the question is,
you left.
did you hang out with near your party?
I mean, yeah, I guess I would be like within, if shit gets bad, I can get the fuck out.
Okay.
How you want to do this?
I'm about to roll a nat 1, so I can feel it. I'm owed it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm owed
Alright,
it.
alright.
The
I'm a
best
bat.
possible that this
Yes.
can do, which it was a success. So I mean, the best a crit success was going to do was be like, I think that you are industrial saboteurs, and I'm going to have you tried, right? And this is still, I think that you are, brigands and thieves, and I'm going to have you taken away and arrested.
Look, I'll be honest with you, okay? Blackland, we're friends here, right?
Well, I thought we could be. I thought you were going to give me some free labor.
Let's get down to brass tacks. I work for a rival company. You are right.
Because I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. You don't have bunches of halflings that are looking for work.
No, we don't. We had one that we were able to bring with us, but we honestly just met him.
Well, he was the smart one because he got out of here, left you to get hooked by my guards. I'll see you hang for this.
Set your building on fire.
You damn elf!
Whoa! There's that ableist tongue running away again.
Yes, very able to see you in jail. That's what it'll do.
Is there anything flammable near me?
Oh my god!
Where did you go?
So-
I mean, you went out the building, right?
Fiaza's kind of like
Yeah.
waving at Yuli, and I just walk up close to Lachlan, and I'm just like, Lachlan, I know about your offshore.
Ooh. What are you utilizing here?
I'm utilizing one of my clock thingies.
Okay, so you want not only the warehouse to be doing some illicit things because you got it from there, but you want Lachlan to be having siphoned something off the top.
Lachlan is siphoning something off the top. I know he is. I know where the accounts are located, and I know who he's trying to hide it from.
We've got your persona.
Damn. I am good with, because this is a lot, so I am good with it, but it's going to take you 2 charges, not 1, to know what he's doing, where the money's going, how to reach it. But I think it's reasonable. I think that this could all be contained in the books you were reading, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay. Right, so I don't know how you're keeping it. Just say you've used 2 of the 3 charges.
Yeah, I've used 2.
Yeah, and you give him like a specific, right, like...
I list off his routing number.
Right, like he's got like a shell corporation, right, that he's using to like funnel the money. He is being a consultant for their, you know what I mean, enterprise to shipping, candy into Hochland and this whole, kind of thing, right? And it's all fake as hell. Okay.
It's just his name spelled backwards, so it sounds like nickel.
Nickel Enterprises. It's legit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will give you that'll give you the other two, right? So you took your success, turned it basically into a critical success, matched what he had. So the guards are still coming, but suddenly he looks very like white in the face, and the guy that he was like pretending to be a badass in front of, his name is Hugo. That was the mindless factotum that was in the background. Was like, well, what is it then? Were we calling the guards and sending them on the way? And Lachlan's like, I think there was a miscalculation. They were put up to this by that evil little halfling that showed up. And suddenly he's very agreeable.
He was just taking advantage of our program.
Mm-hmm.
Lachlan, I think you need to focus on getting your people out of the warehouse.
Well, the fire is fine, and the fire is okay. I think we just need to make sure that the guards understand they're looking for one male halfling and not 2 halflings and an elf. Yes, that's what I understand. And then Hugo's like, oh, he tried to kill the child. Why were they in my back office? He sounds like he's got a mouthful of marbles.
I've heard many rumors of a halfling and a human running rampant through the town the last few days.
He goes, oh, that's terrible. Oh, Lachlan, is there any truth to this statement? And he's like, I think so, yes. Suddenly everything you say is correct and very smart.
Well, we'll leave you to handling your factory. We don't want to get in the way.
He goes, yes, I understand. And he's like, well, hold on. Did you give him a name, Fiazza? Did you give him your name at any time?
I'm trying to think on if I wanted to give him my name or not. Yeah, I'm up front. I'm Fiazza Bluegarden.
Yeah, he's
name drop.
But my card, of course, right? And he's like, meet me outside the warehouse in about an hour. And he hands it. He says, we'll get ourselves squared away on that labor initiative for the rehomed halflings or whatever. Yes. He's like, Hugo, please understand. There was a minor inconvenience. You know, Wolf. We haven't been feeding him very well. We'll get it taken care of. We'll put a little sugar in the boy. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Aw.
All right, so you guys head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn, you're watching?
Yeah.
All right, so you see them come out.
All right.
Which you were not
Just
expecting. What's that?
Yeah, just them?
Yeah. No guards.
Oh, all right.
No ruffians.
Oh, you guys did it? How?
And I shush him, and I'm like, I get us like a half a block away.
Yeah.
Tell Finn that he called the guards, but he only called them on you. He let us go. So you're gonna need to. I would just go back to the inn.
You're wanted for murder.
You're wanted for almost murder.
Almost murder. Oh, the kid didn't die?
No, they said they were gonna feed him some sugar and he should be fine.
Okay.
But the guards are coming still.
Cool. Did you guys get any info?
No.
No?
I mean, yes.
Who lit fire to a building for information?
So I'm like, we got some information, but you have to go. We can fill you in later.
I mean, I guess. Alright.
Run.
Alright. I waddle away.
Fiazza and I go in this separate direction.
Yeah, no, you have to.
Yeah, and we can't be associated with him. We'll get arrested too.
It's true.
I turned to you as like, he told me to meet him back out here in an hour. He slipped me his card and I showed to Yuli.
Maybe he'll have more information that we can use.
Yeah. You go.
Why don't we get some lunch and we'll come back in a little bit?
I love sandwiches.
Ranch dressing.
Ranch sandwich.
Well, I mean, I don't think the closest shop will get us here in time.
There's a cafe a couple blocks away with all the ranch you can drink.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like there would be food carts. They want
right.
their workers to be able to get something quick and get back at it. So
Yeah.
We walked to the nearest horse food cart. And
you want mutton?
Get a couple. Yeah. Well, it's like a food truck, but a horse-drawn.
Oh, I thought you just
cart.
wanted to eat horse.
No.
Mm.
You know,
and
that's called a hot dog stand.
Oh.
You're jumping through.
we see one like 2 blocks away.
I like to imagine that ranch dressing is like the staple of Dorf.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
It's actually what
They're famous
we'll
for.
We'll put it on the map.
Yeah.
It's all Dorf ranch dressing.
Right. Everybody was going to Bogenhaven for the sausage gravy, but Altdorf came up with this like thick and creamy,
tangy sauce.
Yeah.
One of the things they're known for is a plate of fries with a whole bunch of ranch dressing on the top.
Yeah.
They call it. I can't call it that. I was gonna-
Have you ever been to? Have any of you ever been to McSorley's?
No.
No.
Okay, because it's like it is one of, or it is the like oldest or longest continuing bar in New York City. They've only got like 2 kinds of beer or something. I don't remember a lot of the details about it. We went in there and it's just like insanely packed, super loud. Beer was fine, but they come in like smaller sized glasses, and all of the waiters like they grip them like backwards so they can like have a stein like hooked into every finger. So that part's like really weird just to watch them like maneuver through the crowds. But like the only food they serve there is like this weird like saltine and onion and tomato just like on like a block of wood, you know what I mean, like a cheese block or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird bar, man. Beer was fine, but it was a very weird bar.
Oh
And that's
So
just what
it's
this
like-
reminds me of, is just like the absolutely bare
just-
minimum.
It's a really, really dried, thin piece of bread
Mhm.
covered in ranch dressing.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's literally the whole thing.
All right. Yeah, we can hit this cart as long as we get back.
Yep, grab food, come back. So yeah, it's probably, you're probably there a little before the hour, and it's probably like an hour 10. And then Lachlan, true to his word, he does come out. He kind of steps out of a side door. Not that there's many, but yeah, he's like got a little pipe and he's like smoking it. Are you guys like kind of in the middle? Are you like obviously there? Or do you like sneak out?
I think we're just like waiting across the street, or at least I am.
Yeah, we're just kind of near it, chewing on our ranch bread.
Just a saltine, some ranch dressing, and then a tomato. Just a slice of tomato.
Jenny's telling me I was incorrect. It was a sleeve of saltines, a raw onion, and then just slices of American cheese. No tomato involved.
Oh my
that's
God.
so worse.
Oh.
I don't know how that's worse. I think that's better. The cheese is delicious.
Like $15 for the charcuterie full of that crap.
I don't know. Hold on, let me pull it up.
It's just like a shitty saltine with a slice of
swirly?
cheese.
It was McSorley's Ale House.
I couldn't find their menu.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think there is a menu in the strictest sense. I think it's just
Urban.
These are the things you can get here. Yeah.
I'm sure it's overpriced.
Our old alehouse menu says roast pork, burger, hash, chili, mushroom, barley, ham cheese, liverwurst, turkey, tuna, cheese plate, cheddar, American, small or large.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't think that you could get like actual food there because no one seemed to be eating. It just seemed to be drinking.
Oh, this looks disgusting.
What?
Is there a picture?
Oh, you found a photo?
Oh man, it looks like a spread of onion. Oh man, I just like put into Google Images McSorley's cheese. Yep, this picture right here. Oh man, it's a saltine, American cheese, fresh onion, and mustard. Oh man, that is
I
raw.
just found it.
Yeah, that's raw.
That was the thing. Like you were a cool table if you had this in front of you.
Oh, that's disgusting. I'm getting grossed out.
This is just a sleeve of saltines that they cut in half.
Was the lager even good?
Yeah, the beer was pretty good. Although it was even like the dark. I don't think was that like because I like pretty light beer generally speaking. And I didn't mind either one.
It's got 2 layers of mustard. It's got saltine, mustard, cheese. That way the cheese doesn't move around. Mustard, onion. That way the onion doesn't move around. I'm sick.
That's funny. All right, cool, good.
Beautiful.
I just see him come out the side door, and I kind of like look at him and just kind of give him the like wave over.
Yeah. So he lights his pipe and takes a couple puffs and kind of scuttles over to you. He's like, "Well, I need to say something off the record before we get started here."
Oh, okay.
I don't like getting got. I'm not happy about this. Who are you? Who do you work for? You don't work for a rival candy company. There's no rival candy company. No one would be stupid enough to move against Sugarfoot. No, you've gotten in somehow. What's this about?
Alright. I'm just gonna level with him. So, we are looking for this person.
Mm-hmm.
He goes by Kurt.
Mm-hmm. You see a glint of recognition.
And last we knew, based around information we also, as information around how we also found out about you, he was working for the Sugarfoot.
Yes, I know this Kurt you speak of. Why are you looking for him? Why now?
I'm just being paid to.
We owe him a visit from God, how am I trying to phrase it?
I think they're gonna kill him.
I just shush Yuli.
I can make you a deal. Are you interested?
Depends on what the deal is.
Kurt himself. I don't care about Kurt. You kill him, kill him. You beat him up and take his money, yeah, okay. But Kurt has become pretty instrumental in our organization, and if you know how I'm tied into it, I think you have an idea. Kurt isn't special on his own. Kurt just has something. Something we were fine to let him keep, because it was easier than dealing with it on our own. But if you have some problem with him, if his past is caught up with him, as I'm sure it has needed to countless times, bring me his ring, or leave it when you're done with him. Leave it behind. But if that ring is missing, you can expose me all you want. Sugarfoot won't care. I'll be dead, Kurt will be dead, and then you'll follow.
So are you going to take the ring?
All those big ears, you'd think you could listen.
Also, remember that was the ring we were supposed to get like a million episodes ago.
We're gonna go all the way back to Null and find this old guy sitting at that bar still.
It's like, any day now.
I still have those money papers.
Yeah, I mean, it's your call, but that is the deal he's making. He's like, right now, I will tell you where Kurt is, and you can kill him, or you can take him, or beat him up, or whatever you need to do, but he's saying Kurt is important to the organization because of that ring, not because of himself. So the ring needs to stay in Sugarfoot's possession.
That's fine with me.
Oh man, I had a thought.
Were you talking to Prince Albert, or were we talking on his hand?
Yes, it's on his hand.
Oh god.
Have you... Do you plan on sharing what's going on right now? I guess is how I'm trying to word.
I know where Kurt is kept. I know when there will be no one else around, so you can do whatever it is that you people do, and I don't need to ask any more questions, so long as the ring is either in the mail to me once you are done, or still in the room while he is gone. No one will ask too many questions if he's gone, so long as the ring is still ours.
Let's take the deal.
I will take you up on that deal. What is the address you want this ship to?
Yeah, he basically gives you like this address more or less, right? Like he wants it back in his possession here, to drop it into the mail. But as he's like, oh, blah blah blah, whatever, right? He's like, I can't stress this enough. I'm telling you, you can try and leverage things over me. You may even succeed. My life will be forfeit, but Sugarfoot won't care. He'll come after you too.
Where's Kurt?
Yeah. So there's the main warehouse here. There's a couple little side buildings, and then there's a secondary like storage location that's still in the manufacturing. Kurt is in the secondary manufacturing wing, and very specifically, he is in basically an outhouse that they decommissioned.
Aw.
And he's like, wait till such and such a time. That's when they, the work is done for the day. They feed him, and he's like, don't worry, Kurt will be there.
This sounds like fun. Come, Piazza, let's go find our associates.
If you're ever back, should this business go correctly, you want to find a way to actually use some of that labor you've got, and perhaps that brain too. I know a lot of tax collectors. You have a sharp mind for business, Lady Bluegarden.
And I just go, thank you, and then leave.
Yeah.
I keep his business card.
Yeah. Finn.
Yes.
You want to roll me one more stealth? I'll give you a +10.
Oh
For
boy.
you are naturally very small and good at hiding, but the guards were called specifically looking for you.
It said male halfling. There's gotta be like a million male halfling.
Especially since the fires and the refugees.
Yeah.
Okay, no issue. Yeah, we get like a classic like Scooby-Doo one where they're like chasing you and you're like appearing off one side of the screen and popping up on the other. Like,
yes.
See if I can do that right. Hold on.
Do we come across another male halfling? Because I'm gonna throw them under the bus if I get the opportunity.
I love me some Benny Hill.
What's that?
I love me some Benny Hill.
Oh yeah. No, you can frame that scene however you want. Like if you want to like trick them into going after somebody else and beating him to death with clubs,
yes.
or
Yeah.
if you just want to, you just get a bunch of halflings like picked up by the cops. If you want to like raid a small gambling den and then you go in and clean up all the scraps when they're not looking or something like.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you take out some of the competition while no one's looking. Absolutely.
Yep.
Do you guys grab Finn before you go to Kurt's bathroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we go back to the hotel.
Yeah,
again.
we're gonna meet up with Finn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're grabbing him. Yeah, Finn's doing the Scrooge McDuck. He's just rolling around and rubbing himself with coins that he's got.
Money.
All right. So I go in to where Finn is in our shared room, and I'm like, guess what?
Oh, hey guys, what's up? I had a great day. Did you have a great day?
We found where Kurt is.
Kurt!
He's in a bathroom.
Yeah, they put him
What?
in an outhouse.
Oh, that sounds fitting. Piece of shit, like Kurt belongs in an outhouse.
Right, if I had to pick a place for him.
Yeah.
So just kind of explain the thing. They don't care about Kurt, they care about his ring. Sounds like the ring is the ring that we were supposed to find forever ago that Kurt stole.
Yeah. What should we do with that ring?
Well, Lachlan wants us to either leave it with his body or mail it back to him.
Well, why should we give him the ring?
He says if we take the ring, Sugarfoot will just murder Lachlan and come after us.
I mean, aren't we after him?
Aren't we only after Kurt?
I was gonna say.
I mean, I'm personally after Kurt. The rest, I don't care. But I think Booger wanted to go after Mr. Foot. I don't know.
Is Booger after Foot?
As far as I'm aware, Booger is going to invent the noble that he's after. Sugarfoot is not a noble. He is just a very competent and very unethical businessman.
Okay.
So I remember Sander wanted us to do something.
Sander... Was it specifically Sugarfoot, or was it Kurt as well?
It was Kurt is with Sugarfoot, I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care one way or another. We can throw it into the ocean for all I care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Or
it's not to say that you couldn't go after Sugarfoot again.
Right.
Turn it in for what? It was like 5 gold. Was
yeah,
the
I think it was maybe 5 gold each, 10 gold total, something like that.
yeah, it was something real small.
When you put it like that, maybe I do want to keep the ring.
Yeah, I have 2 copper. So
yeah, I was gonna say I have like 13
copper or gold?
copper.
Okay,
Yeah, how much
so
money
you
did I
say-
get by raiding that den?
I'll give you 2 silver.
Sweet.
Aw.
And whatever that bread is that Finn and Jake ate during that first Hobbit movie.
Lambus bread.
I
Yeah.
lied. I have 8 silver shillings and 14 brass pennies. You're the one that gave all your money away to a fortune teller.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
So I don't know what this ring means. It seems like it holds some sort of value. Maybe instead of leaving the ring, we can ransom the ring.
Ooh, yes, I like that idea.
I mean, yeah, I'm down.
If all of these people want the ring so badly, maybe we can get a little bit more out of it as well.
We'll take it with us and go back and find Lachlan.
It's
Yeah.
turning into a real Lord of the Rings situation.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants the ring.
I shall take the ring to Lachlan.
I don't know. I feel like hobbits are less corruptible. They should carry the ring.
Good reference.
Alright. So, how are we doing this? When are we doing this?
We should wait until the evening.
I mean, did he give you like a time to go?
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
work hours, they'll feed him in the outhouse. That's where he'll be.
He eats shit.
He's gonna eat shit and die.
Literally.
Do we want to wait for Booger?
I think so.
I think he's dead, guys.
I think this time it's personal.
It's personal
I mean-
for me.
Well, yes, we'll all get a good stab in.
Yeah.
Is that the preference? You guys want to leave it and let Mike get in there as well?
I mean, if anything, he's always somebody who could die instead of us.
Ugh, yeah.
That's my thought.
I think as long as Booger comes back within reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to that point, like he will not be there tonight. So
Right.
if we're okay with kind of cliffhangering it there, I'm fine with it.
We
Also
don't
let
need
the
to
guards
rush out
cool down.
tonight.
What's that?
Said
Let
we
the
don't
guard-
need to rush. Sorry.
Sorry. No, it's fine.
We
And
don't
then
need
Yuli pulls
to.
out his pockets and he has all those cups from McDonald's, and they're just full of ranch dressing.
Oh my god.
The dressing. It's nice.
It's light and fluffy.
You have this to go.
Condiments are free.
God. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if
yeah,
everyone preferred to, yeah. I mean, so we did not get a mic tonight.
Yeah.
I imagine it was kind of late in the day, anyways, so we weren't doing it that night.
Yeah. So you're kind of waiting for Booger to sort of come back, and then you can fill him in on the last of the plan. Unfortunately, we don't have a sneak peek of what Booger's doing because I'm not 100% sure where he went in universe. So, let me think about this for a moment.
He pops out of a
Probably
trash
corrupting more orphans.
Yeah. So I think that we're going to end with two quick little vignettes then. The first is as we have seen, the beginning of this session and the end of last session, right, is just some, nameless kind of person. It doesn't really matter, right? Just bringing like a metal, like a mess tin, right? Like a cafeteria tray with just like slop to, just like a slightly glorified outhouse, right? And they kind of set it down on like the barrel next to it and then like get to the lock and undo like, this kind of heavy padlock with a key, right? Undo that, go in, grab the food, close the door behind them, right? And then, set the tray into like a dumbwaiter, right? And then like kind of pull that down and then climb down this like old rickety ladder, right, into the earth. And that goes down maybe like 15 or 20 feet. It's not like crazy deep or anything, but it's like very, very clearly has been excavated out, right? And then, down here you can see that it's like kind of smooth stone walls. And we just get like a title, a subtitle that says The Sewers of Altdorf, right? And grabs the tray again, and he's kind of walking, and he's like going down, and there's like just a slow and steady, thin like river of just like the nastiest, grossest water. And this individual's just kind of like sneering and kind of like keeping to the edge so they don't have to like step into it. And they get to another doorway that has like the like the 3 bars, right? So you can kind of like peek in there, right? It's got the little like latch you can open and close, and then like the little meal slots. You can like pull that open and put the food down. And he's like, "Hey, yo, beast!" And then just like, right? Like Kurt's mass just sort of shambles towards the door, right? He's like, "That's right, eat your food, you filthy thing." He's kind of puts it in there and just closes the little slot again. He just watches as all like the many hands grab like the mashed potatoes and like the little bit of like corn hash and everything, and just like shoveling it into the center of this creature. And the guy's just like peeking through the little door. He's just like making all kinds of faces. He's like, "Ugh, God, you're an ugly thing." Right? Yeah. The whole time Kurt's just like eating away at it and being sad and miserable in a room just filled with like tons of candy. He's just like pulling that like taffy together and like forming it and depositing it into a barrel that they'll at some point kind of collect from him.
Oh, I can't wait to kill this guy.
Yeah. And then the candy will finally be a hot commodity.
That's the thing, though. I don't know if Finn will want to kill him if he sees him like this.
I was gonna say he's gonna be so pathetic.
That's awful.
It's gonna be like, yes, this is
It's
more
like-
beautiful than me killing him.
That's fucked up, man.
Say, like, it's better to keep him alive.
That's awful. Yeah, no, he truly has fallen from grace. Keeping that ring was the worst decision he ever made. And then he got grabbed by...
I was gonna say the ring probably had warp stone based on all this. Not that we know or anything.
I think that that the candy was made with warpstone, though. And Kurt had the ring, and now that the sugar company wants to keep the ring. So I think that you've been able to piece it together, although you wouldn't know that Kurt has been mutated by it, although you could speculate knowing what warpstone does to people.
I mean, do we know a whole lot of what warpstone does, or is it mostly Mike?
You've seen... Well, I don't think you've seen his kids, but you've seen what it did to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm probably expecting like a dumb old tentacle on him or something.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
a bunch of them, maybe, right? Because he's been more subject to it. So we do that, right? We cut away from that scene, and then the last scene we'll end with is a boat docking at the docks of Altdorf, as many boats have done, constantly.
And end scene.
Nope. And then coming out of the like coming down the gangplank. Sorry, I was just trying to find his name. We see a very Gandalf-esque figure, right, with replete with big, bushy, powerful mustache, gray robes, gray hat, right, and just kind of like steely blue eyes and a very serious face. Sword drawn across his hip, and then like the wizard's staff, and he just in time, click, 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 right? Three steps, 1, 2, staff, 1, 2, staff, as he sort of comes down off the gangplank. And it says, Marcus Stark, Wizard of the Grey Magic. And he just surveys the grounds of Altdorf very quickly. And he pulls from his side a little pocket watch, sorry. And he clicks it once, and it pops open, right? And it's just the same sort of things you'd normally see, just like a little watch face, and then like a little cameo or something on the other side. And he closes it, and as he does so, there's just like a brief flash of light, and he clicks it 1, 2, 3, right? And it pops open, and we see on one side Fiazza's face, and then on the other side Yuli's face. And he just studies them as if trying to like commit those two to memory. And he nods, and he closes it with one hand and puts it into his pocket, and we just get a close-up of his steely reserved face, and it cuts to black as we hear just the click a click click a click as he's walking through the streets, clearly looking for someone.
Oh boy.
He sounds like he's going to be so nice to us.
That wasn't nice to us.
That wasn't the weird dude we saw in the river, was it?
No, that's the guy from the forest.
Yeah.
Right, I think.
Is it the same guy?
That?
I don't think we know.
Certainly a guy, isn't it?
Ugh.
Well, I mean, we saw what he looked like.
But they're both gray guys.
Yeah.
Maybe it's many gray guys.
Yeah. I think it's him. I think it's the forest dude, and he's looking for us, because that's why he is only looking for Fiazza.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Wait, he's not only looking for me, he's looking for you too.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like us. And he only met us, technically.
Yeah, because we were the only ones in the forest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
We're gonna get murdered.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of Kurt.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
It's gonna be so good, because if you guys are saying, like, oh, we don't want to, and you'll just go, nope, this is what I was contracted to do.
Yeah.
Shink!
I had one job: kill the
Like-
man, get paid.
Yeah.
Welcome through the bars.
But it's just gonna be me fighting to kill him first. We're just constantly stabbing him. No, I do.
It's just gonna be Kurt being like, please kill me.
Yeah, no, he's desperate
Kill
for it.
me. I can't kill myself.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks you guys for hanging out. Thanks for the sweet Halloween spoopy game.
This is Halloween.
We don't have rights to that song.
It's October, and there's bats and ghosts.
All right, cool. I'm half tempted to drag this out for another 40 seconds because then it'll be exactly 2 hours. So I guess if you just want to stare at all of our faces.
We can talk about the future and how we're gonna murder Kurt. Go for the eyes.
Olive Branch dressing a soup.
So actually, if we want to talk future stuff, there's a lot more to explore in the world. but this will definitely be like the closing of like the first real arc. And I think that a conversation that could be entertained, although I don't know that we want to have it, is potentially using a different game to explore some of these characters. I can tell you I haven't learned the system as well as I should have to do this, and I feel like there have been numerous times where we've tried to do things that the game hasn't given us clear rules for.
Mm.
I don't know what other people are thinking about that.
Yeah, I understand that. Like I like the in-depthness of the skills, but it feels like you never have the skill that like you're supposed to be using for that given moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that is just our experience with it. Some of that is the way I've been doing leveling a little bit weird. But I agree, there's this many skills, and really we've only used a few of them, and some of them are ones that just like don't even seem to have an exact corollary.
Yeah, like reading or investigating, we just like use perception or intuition.
Right.
I have a question that's important. If I did successfully kill Wolf, would I have gotten a lot of experience points?
You did successfully what?
If I successfully killed Wolf, would I have gotten a lot of experience points for it?
No, because this isn't D&D, so the moment you kill something, you don't just get a bunch of experience.
I was hoping like kids were Wolf points or something.
That's fucked up, man. Kids give you a multiplier.
Just the blank stare. It's like, no, that's fucked up.
What did you have in mind for future?
I'm not sure. Like, I think that the characters are interesting. I think that even the world is a lot of fun, and I think we've done some cool stuff to make it our own. So, like, by no means am I trying to get out of it. It's just I don't know that playing even the 4th edition rules are giving us some of the things we want. So I don't know. It's a conversation to have. I'd want to hear what you guys thought. I'd want to get Mike involved. I want to see. There's a few people who have been watching. I'd love to get some other opinions. Also, apparently my basement is starting to flood, so I think I'm going to end now.
No.
And no, it happens all the time. That's what you get for living in Mattydale. We have a high water table.
Yay.
Yeah. Just food for thought. So once again, thank you all for making some time and playing tonight. Chat, thanks for hanging out with us, especially you, Ian. Because you keep commenting.
Us.
Yeah, and we love having you. We love having everyone. It was good to see people and hear people. And I don't know if you can hear that vacuum going now, so I'm going to run away.
If Ian was a soup, what soup would he be?
Corn chowder, because it's my favorite soup.
Aww.
I'm also fine with corn chowder. Man, you corny.
Bye.
Okay,
Happy
bye.
Halloween.
Bye.